by the region that we come from, we do something. We do really sugarcane farming. I'm telling you, if you visit a sugarcane farm and find those people there who are cutting sugarcane and loading the tractors, most of those people don't have IDs, and because they are paid in cash. So they don't see the essence of having these IDs.
And they're reluctant to access any other government services?
They don't see the need of having any. You take a boda, you tell him, let me send you on M-Pesa. He tells you, wachana nayo, just withdraw and give me. They are used to cash. So in the village there, and like here in the city, things work differently, you see. So people still don't see the need of having an ID there. People will register their SIM cards using their mother's identification cards. Yes.
Well, that level of reluctance, don't you think, does it worry you that enough young Kenyans, over the past 2 years we were talking about the reawakening, the youth have come to political realization, now they want to get involved in their civic duties, but this level of reluctance, is it worrying to you?
Fred, to me it is worrying, and I think it will also come back to not only our political leaders. And today I think it will be more on our local leaders. They have disengaged our citizens. These people, a number, as Larry puts it, they're disengaged. Because you'll find that they're comfortable having maybe their grandmother's or mother's ID registered under maybe example that in most cases we have been on the M-Pesa transaction, having the M-Pesa registered on their wives, some are having their wives registered and not them. So to me it is disengagement that the government and even the local administrators have been having with our citizenry. We don't have that coexistence that we feel free, we feel valued, and also we feel that we need to be part and parcel of the governance from local level to the national level. So to me it is worrying. What
would it take to change this? Because we assume that, and especially looking at the kind of activities, political activities that we've seen in the past 2 years, with the involvement in the budget-making process, what would it take to change this level of, to turn around this level of reluctance?
This ties to the question that you're asking, Larry, when I was coming in. On the, I'll say the young leaders. In the history of humankind, leave alone the Jesus, we come to Muammar Gaddafi, we come to Malcolm X, the young, ambitious leaders have always tended to live in the vision of the nation. And in our country, we have never had the chance to have the young leaders at the helm of the leadership. I'll give you an example of during the fight of independence, immediately, the post-independence, when we had a young man, Tomboy. We all remember what he did when he was in the trade union as a young man, when he was in the minister of, I think it was Internal Affairs, I can't remember the specific ministry. Again, we can also remember, if you look at Botswana, what the young president is doing in that country. Go to Senegal, you see what the MFI is doing there. Burkina Faso, those people question how we got into power. We feel that the young people, the young leaders who are living in the vision of the country, they tend to understand deeper. I'm pretty sure having a young senator, Larry, it will be very easy for him to bridge the problem and the gap that disengage these young people not to be documented, for example. Again, we'll also remember in the history of our lifetime that though we need the older people to be around, and me, I think I'm seeing it differently. Today they need to be in the council to offer advices instead of them getting still actively engaged. When will they give a chance to new ideas, new visions to be realized?
But the question is, do young Kenyans really trust in the youth-led movements? Because if at all they did, a lot of things would change. They would pick their IDs in readiness for next year to elect younger leaders. Do they really believe in youth-led movements as opposed to the traditional politicians?
They only believe in youths online, but not on the ground. I'll tell you that because I've been there. You go to the ground and the same youths who told you, go for this position, we will support you. I'm telling you, Fred, without you giving them money, they can't listen to you.
They would still go for the older politician.
They will still go for the older politician. Why? Because we have poverty. We have normalized poverty in our locals, you see. My brother has been saying something here that we really need to believe the old people need to be councils. Telling you it's a shame that we have people who are very old in this country we've had them since time immemorial. Their names have been there in the public domain, but up to date, I'm a youth, and they are still also calling themselves youth. And even some are youth leaders. It's hurting, I'm telling you. We need the old generation to be our guide, to mentor us, to take a step back and say, our sons, step forward. Because we are the ones who hold the future.
But is the problem the old politicians, or is it the younger Kenyan potential voter? Because fine, you may say fine, the older politician is a problem, yet people still re-elect them over and over again.
Money.
Fred, I'm seeing it differently. It is not money first. I think even in the young demographic leadership, there are those who are not having vision, and I think in most cases they're the loudest, and they have made those who have vision to be sidelined. So they make young people, and even maybe those who are old, as we put it, discomfortable with maybe those who are visionary into the leadership space. You find, as they put it, I think it's also a popular say that the empty debate makes the loudest noise. And those who are not visioned, those who are at some point not disciplined in the leadership space and politics, they tend to at some point get the loudest applause and recognitions, sidelining the rightful individuals who are young, who have a plan, who are, I'll say, are aligned with the vision of the country.
So who are you blaming? Are you blaming the youth or the older politicians? Because it would appear you're laying the blame squarely at the doorstep of the older politician. Yet it's the people who are going to vote for you that we are talking about, the youth.
This is not a blame.
There's a problem with the youth. There's a big problem with the youth when it comes to electing of leaders. If the youths will continue voting with the mentality that our parents have always had, there's no change that we will ever have in this country. If the youths mind their future and stop thinking about today but think about tomorrow, that's the only time they'll make the right choices, by voting in leaders based on their capability and the vision that they have sold to them.
Right.
But our youth don't want the vision. They're only thinking of today.
Yes.
Yes.